Varane is predicted to be out of action for 3 to 4 weeks as well since his injury against Chelsea. These two in that centre-back partnership have been the biggest difference to Manchester United's defence so far this season. I mean, we can just look at the comparison, Gary. Just the stark difference when you have Varane in the side and without him. You just look at the wins, defeats and clean sheets. How big of a loss is Rafael Varane for Manchester United?
Well, he is a loss. And it's the job of Manchester United today, and in particular Harry Maguire, to make sure that it's not a big loss. You know, you're talking about a top player here in Varane. You know, reads the situation really well. You know, this is a horrible-looking injury, and I thought it was going to end up a lot worse than it would appear to be. I think that Harry Maguire has the courage, has the belief in himself that he can come into this Manchester United side and fill the void that will undoubtedly be left there.
Yeah, I think another big thing for Maguire and Man United is Casemiro. I think him being in that team, just breaking up anything just in front of them will be a huge help. And he's already shown his qualities in the past few weeks that he is an outstanding player, so that would help Harry Maguire settle in. I think the rest of the team being the same as well, it just make a bit of familiarisation. It will work and it will help with Maguire because he needs this. He really does, because this will be a huge boost for him. One, for his Man United career, because if he plays well and stays in the team and the team continues to do well, he's in there, and also for England going into the World Cup.
I just wonder, with Harry Maguire coming into tonight, there was a lot of confidence that Varane and Martinez gives as a domino effect to the rest of the squad, both to the midfielders, to the goalkeepers, the defenders and everybody else. And knowing the last time these two started, Maguire and Martinez, it was a 4-0 defeat to Brentford. Can that have a domino effect on everyone else in that side? Because they trusted Varane and Martinez together.
Look, I think Martinez said it well. You know, if you're at Man United, you can come in and you can play in that team. The rest of the team's probably changed from that 4-0 defeat as well. Yeah. So the minds, they're in a completely different space now. The whole team, you know, they're on a really good run of games and of form, and all players are now playing at a Man United level. So I don't think they'll have that thing that, you know, Maguire's coming into the team, we're gonna, you know, it's going to be a 4-0 defeat like Brentford. I don't think they have that at all. They're all of them, the whole squad, are a different mentality.
But it's not wrong to suggest they may not trust this partnership as much as they would have trusted Varane and Martinez together.
I don't think that will come into the thought process of any Manchester United players. Let's have a look at Harry Maguire, by the way. England international, played in the final of the Euros, most recently. When he first joined Manchester United, was very good, I thought.
Really well.
Really did well. And he's had a difficult time. Yeah. There's not a player in the world that doesn't have a difficult time. Well, except maybe Matt. I don't know. But it's true, isn't it? You know, and I think if Manchester United are going onto the field with a doubt about Maguire, then they have a problem. And I don't think they will be. It's
going to be interesting as well when we watch the game later. What's going to happen when Maguire makes a little error, when he loses the ball, or when he loses a duel with an opposition player.
Like every other Manchester United player will happen. Like every single West Ham player, it will happen.
All he had to do was come on, and there were boos all around the stadium. He didn't even have to do anything. It's just there's so much pressure on Harry Maguire. Can something like that, something so negative, actually affect you and your performance?
Well, without doubt, you know whether the crowd are for you or against you. And, you know, I asked Matt earlier off air, you know, if he ever played anywhere and was booed, and that didn't happen with him, but it happens with a lot of players. It happened with me in my first season at Tottenham, and it's difficult. You know, I got myself out of jail because at the end of the season we won the UEFA Cup that year. But, you know, they named the team, and, you know, there were some great players at Spurs at the time, and they got a cheer, and my name was called out because I wasn't playing. And there was a boo around the stadium. You know, you could hear it and you could feel it. Somehow you have to deal with it, and you know, I did, and Maguire will.
I think you said it earlier, you need to play through it.
Yeah.
He needs to play games, and he needs to you know, break it, doesn't he, and prove himself again.
Yeah.
Like he'll. Yeah, you were always your biggest critic. I was when I was playing.
Yeah.
You know if you've had a good game or if you haven't had a good game. So he'll go out there knowing, you know, this is for him first. He needs to play well for himself and his team, and then after that, you then get everyone else on side.